Hi, Leroy here, and more often than not, I get asked the question, what's the hardest part about managing a business or running a company? To that I say, that's a loaded question. Joking. With running a business, many areas are challenging, but in my 15 years of working for myself, I would say the hardest thing is to remember to learn from my mistakes and to never make the same mistake twice. I'll give you an example. When I was 29 years old, I signed my first commercial lease with a gentleman named Bill Stroud for a space in South Boston. He was great. He walked me through the whole process from beginning to end. I toured the space, he gave me my options, and ultimately I felt confident signing a really good deal with the lease. Over the years, as I stayed with Bill, my company grew, and I needed room to house bikes for rentals, bikes for storage, bikes that were being repaired that had to get picked up. And my bike was able to expand into vacant rooms within the complex to accommodate our growth. And Bill, again, worked with me throughout the whole process to help me rework my lease. Then, my bike moved to a really nice commercial spot right on the main drag in South Boston. Thinking that the property owner was like Bill, I agreed to a 2-year lease with no extensions. 2 years came, and the owner of the property basically kicked me out of the space. Without getting too detailed into it, I made 3 crucial mistakes. First, I signed a short-term lease basically to hedge my bets in case I failed. Second, I didn't have a lease extension just in case I actually did really well and wanted to stay in the spot. Third, I assumed the property owner was a genuinely nice guy who had my best interests at heart and wanted to work with me to succeed. So, when Zach and myself went to build the Viking Activity Center, this debacle with my lease for my bike in South Boston was literally happening at the same exact time. And I was all the wiser for both of us. Thank goodness. It was helpful that Zach saw what I was going through with the My Bike lease situation, so when it came to negotiate the Viking lease, we both had our eyes wide open and we learned from my mistakes from the My Bike lease. We ended up agreeing to a deal that, in all honesty, my bike should have gotten. First, we signed a long-term lease with provisions to back out in case things went terrible. Second, we added an extension option just in case Viking hit it out of the park and to protect us from increases in rent from the marketplace. Third, I assumed the property owner was only going to look out for themselves, so Zach and myself made every decision with us in mind that only benefited our interests. The result of me learning from the My Bike lease debacle resulted in a sweetheart deal for Viking Sports. With the completion of the Viking Activity Center, Zach and I now had a home base of operations that we can grow from for years to come. Also, by having lease extension options, we were protecting ourselves from future rent increases if we so decided to explore the marketplace to find something bigger and nicer. We knew we had something to fall back on that was affordable, and the increases were going to be extremely manageable. Mistakes are really the best tool to learn from, so make them once and learn from them forever.